Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful, my dear brothers and sisters. Alhamdulillah, we are back with another lecture. In the previous lecture, we spoke about how you give the zakat for your money, or your gold, or your silver. We spoke about all of that. And the gold, we said that how you pay the zakat, and also the money is the same thing. The money as well, that you have to, for example, you have £5,000 or £3,000 or £2,000. You want to know if you can pay the zakat or not. The same thing, you have to look how much is the 1 gram of a gold. For example, 1 gram is £10 and times it by 85, which is the gram. It becomes out the amount. So if you have that amount of money, then you pay for example, it becomes 8,500, and you have 5,000, then you don't pay the zakat because it's less than what you should be paying. If it was 3,000 and you have 5,000, then you have to pay the zakat. So how you pay your zakat of this £5,000 is £5,000. You divide it and you times it by 2.5, which is the nisab, which is the limit of zakat that you have to pay. Then divided it by 100, and when you divided it by 100, then the amount comes out, and that is the amount that you have to pay for the zakat. So if you have £5,000 and you know it is the unlimited that you have to pay, then times it by 2.5, divided it by 100, and that is the amount of the money that you have to pay the zakat. Maybe I don't know how much, but it's just say roughly £60. It comes out with a £60, then you have to pay £60 the zakat. That is your zakat. That is the way that you pay the zakat, inshallah, for your money as well. The same way. So now it says zakatul huli. لا تجب في الحلي المباح زكاة. The Sheikh says, and a jewelry of a lady, she has a jewelry, either gold, for herself, and it's not for business, then she does not need to give the zakat. She does not need to give the zakat for a gold jewelry. It is hers. She wears it. It's not for business. Then she does not need to pay the zakat because it's her golds. This is what the Madhab Shafi'i says. This is what the Maliki says, and what the Hanafi says. And I believe is the Hanbali as well. In one occasion they say the same thing, that you do not pay the zakat, she does not pay the zakat for the gold that she owns it, and it is for herself. She wears it. But if she has a gold that is, for example, a spoon of gold, something from gold, in that occasion she pays the zakat for those, because they are not jewelry that she wears it. That's something else. She pays the zakat for those. But for this, the gold that she wears on the ear and the neck and the hand and the arm, that she does not give the zakat for it. Now the Sheikh moves to another topic, and that is nisabu az-zuru'i wal-thimar. And also it says فصل ونصاب الزروع والثمار 5 أوسق قدرها 1600 رطل بالعراق وفيما زاد فبحسابه. i.e. for those the farmers, if they plant something and they planted it, if it reached to 600 kilo, then you pay the zakat. If it didn't reach to the 600, then you do not pay the zakat. This is easy. This is simple. So in here we just try to tell you that the limit that you have to pay. Not for every farmer that they farms, they will pay the zakat. Some people think that when they farm in their garden, that comes up maybe 20 kilo, they say we have to pay the zakat. No. You have to reach to 600 kilo, then you pay the zakat. You don't pay just the zakat like this. A sister has 10 gram of a gold, she wants to pay the zakat. No, you don't pay the zakat. Even if it is for yourself, you don't pay the zakat. The 85 gram is for if someone is business. If he does the business with it, then you pay. Even if he does a business and it's less than 85 gram, then he doesn't pay. If more than that, then he pay. So that's the other thing. المقدار زكاة الزروع والثمار وفيما إن سقي بماء سماء سبع أو السيح العشر وإن سقي بالدوالب أو غرب نصف العشر. So in the Sheikh is in here it tells us if you have a 600 kilo, if it was the water that came, it was from the rain, then the 10% you give the zakat. If it was by you buying the water for it, then it is 5% the zakat, not 10%. For those they have a farm, they need to be aware of this matters. وتقوم عروض التجارة عند آخر حول بما اشتريت به ويخرج من ذلك ربع العشر. This is an important topic on for the brothers. They have a supermarket. A brother has a supermarket. He has maybe 1,000 different things in the supermarket. How he pays the zakat for that? Because he has to pay the zakat, because that is as he has a money. Yes, it is on the shelf. You still hasn't sell it, but it is a money. So every single item, you check how much did you buy it for. You have, for example, you have 700 different type of things in your shop, 700 different type of items in your shop. You have to know how much you bought them, then you add it up, and the money that you have in the shop, you add it up, and all of that money, then you pay how much? 2.5% of the money you have to pay for the zakat. You add everything up as you bought it, not as you sell it. By the money that you buy. For example, you have a shop full of the phone. You bought the iPhone, what iPhone it is now? I think it's 14. Okay, you bought iPhone 14. You have 10 iPhone 14 in the shop. How much did you buy from Apple company? You make it as it is, you buy from that company, not as how much you're selling it for. The money that you bought it for. Same thing for the other things, the Samsung, the Nokia, the Huawei. You have all of that phones. You see how much did you buy it for. You add the money and then you pay the zakat. And with the money that you have as well in your drawer or in a bank, it is the money to do with the business. The money belongs to the business. You have to pay the zakat for it. And that is 2.5%. وزكاة المعدن وما استخرج من المعادن الذهب والفضة يخرج منه ربع العشر في الحال. And also Sheikh says, for those brothers and sisters, they do actually, I've seen it. Some they go around the mountains and other places and they digging out gold and silver. Whomever dig out any gold and silver, then they pay 2.5% of the money of the zakat of the whatever they take out. For example, the gold, then they pay the 2.5% of the gold that they found. They pay it for the. And also now Sheikh zakat al-rikazi وما يوجد من الركاز ففيه الخمس. And for example, zakat al-rikaz is another important thing that we must know, and that is when you find something, for example, that belongs to very long time. It does not belong to anyone. You found a bag that is full of gold, for example, and that gold, you look at it and you know it is not a gold belongs to a Muslim, so you do not need to tell anyone. It's a gold that is very old. For example, is like 3,000 years old, 200,000 years old, and such things like that. Then the zakat of it is 20%. You need to know how much does it cost, how much is this cost, or how many gram it is, how many kilo it is. Then you pay 20% of it. the 20% of it, that is the amount that you give the zakat. The 20% of it, straight away, you pay zakat for that, and you do not need to wait a year. You pay the zakat straight away in that time, in that moment, you pay the zakat for it. And also the same thing, if you found something for like gold, like we said, the brothers and the sisters, they go around, they're looking for gold. And also the same thing, when they found the gold, for example, they found 5 kilo gold, 3 kilo gold. They found very limited amount of it. Yeah, they still pay the zakat straight away, and they do not wait for a year. They do not wait for a year. They will straight away pay the zakat. For them, it is 2.5. 2.5. It's not like rikaz. Rikaz is something that was there, is a big amount. For example, is a box full of a gold, and that gold is not belongs to a Muslim time. It belongs to the before the Muslim time, or it is very long age. So the rikaz, the gold or the money that was buried, and you found it, that is the rikaz. It's different than ma'dan. What is you take it out from under the ground is different than that. This is something that, and this is something else. The ones that they go around and dig the ground and they look for the gold and other things, they pay 2.5%. But those that they found under their house or somewhere they found a gold in a box or in a closet or in a bag, and it is very old, then those people, they pay 5%. They pay 20% of the zakat. They pay 20% of the zakat. Is different than the other one. This is the end of the today's lecture. هذا والله أعلم وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.